What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, guys, finally, I'm almost 100% recovered. My voice is recovering, so my voice might crack a little bit in the middle of this video. With that said, this week we decided to do something a little bit different once again, and I decided to look for the best New York style pizza in all of Orlando. Now, I don't really know, I've gone to New York once, and honestly, the food in general there was absolutely amazing, but I've never been able to really locate a good New York style pizza place here in Orlando. The place that we found last time is my favorite pizza place, but it's a wood fire pizza, and I find it delicious, but it has a little bit of an Italian and Venezuelan twist. Versus this location that we're gonna be going to now, it is very New York style, and supposedly it is one of the best places in Orlando. I've never been here myself. It's a very, very small pizza shop in the middle of nowhere, in the middle, like pretty close to downtown Orlando, and it is called John and John's. And I've had a lot of people kind of send me messages, comment in Instagram, and send me messages on Instagram saying, hey, you really should check this place out. It's a really good pizza spot in Orlando, and it's pretty affordable, and there's a lot of different options that we can that you guys might be able to choose from, including us. So right now I'm really excited. I'm starving. We haven't had food today, so I mean, I had breakfast at around 11, and right now it's like 8 o'clock, so I'm super, super hungry, so I can't wait. We're gonna go inside. I'm gonna try to see if I can get 2 pies, like small ones, that way we can kind of have different variety and have 2 different flavors, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can get an appetizer. We'll see. You know, you guys know I don't like wasting food, but I do want to have variety on the video. With that said, it should be a short one today. Pizza doesn't take long to review, but let's go ahead and check this place out. Once again, John and John's location, description, and actual name of the restaurant is in the description below. Go ahead and take a look at it if you want. I will see you guys inside. All right, guys, awesome. We are here. Super excited. We went ahead and ordered about 3 different slices of pizza. We also ordered some mozzarella planks, which sounds delicious, and garlic bread. So we have kind of a little bit of variety of the options that we chose. And I might end up ordering maybe a different slice because it's me and my wife today, luckily. So we get to do like a variety of different flavors, but super excited. The place is really nice. Usually, as you guys know, kind of hole in the walls are like really, really good places are also actually usually really small in my opinion, at least with my experiences. And you know, you can have this super fancy, nice restaurant, and then you can have this like kind of rundown looking hole in the wall, and the hole in the wall is like 1,000 times better. So with that said, we're waiting now. I will see you guys when that pizza comes out, and we'll try them, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, awesome. We ended up getting the garlic bread out. This looks delicious, and I'll kind of zoom in with the camera in a second. And then this, so it said mozzarella plank. It is literally like almost a sandwich-sized plank of mozzarella cheese that's deep fried, and it looks and smells amazing, and it's really hard right now holding it like this because I absolutely love mozzarella cheese and stuff like that, so, or mozzarella sticks, really. But let's focus on this garlic bread so we can take a bite, so then my wife can go ahead and take a bite. Take a look at this. All right, guys, so take a look at this beauty. So this is their freshly opened garlic bread. It looks like what they do is they open the sandwich, fill it up with mozzarella cheese, garlic, Parmesan cheese, and just kind of stick it in the oven. And on the side, you have some delicious looking marinara sauce. So let's go ahead and see if we could pull a corner out here. Oh my gosh, look at that cheese pull. Oh man, this looks really good. Oh, all right, let's try this baby out. All right, guys. Go ahead and dip it a little bit in the marinara sauce. We're gonna go ahead and try this out. Oh, thank you very much. Just put that over here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, this is perfect. The outside is nice and crunchy, nice and crispy. Very thin layer of crisp, and then on the inside it's still super nice and soft. That delicious garlic buttery flavor is there. And then you have that amazing mozzarella with the marinara sauce. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm used to like garlic knots and things like that. But this is really well made because of the cheese, because of the layers. You can kind of feel like everything is made fresh and everything's made here. Versus other places, you can kind of feel like it's either frozen or they just go overboard with the amount of garlic and it just overtakes the entire flavor of the bread. Here, you're able to taste everything individually, and that's something I can appreciate. Oh man, let's go ahead and get another piece here. Now, one thing I will say, it's starting to cool down here in Orlando again, so it is cooling down really quick, unfortunately, but that's not their fault. They brought it out steaming hot. And then by the time I like turned on the camera and got ready, it already cooled down enough. But this is really, really good. All right, awesome guys. The next thing we're gonna try is gonna be the mozzarella plank. Just take a look at this beauty. All right guys, take a look at this beauty. I mean, there's a marinara sauce. Take a look at this. I mean, I don't have a fork or anything right now because it's pizza, so let me go ahead and show you. It's nice and thick piece of melted mozzarella cheese. We're gonna pull out the corner and just take a look at this. Oh my God. All right guys, this is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite and let's go ahead and try it out without marinara sauce or anything. I just wanna see how good it is. The outside, super nice, well seasoned, crispy. Yeah, bottom is coated with Parmesan cheese. Oh my God, it's really hot. The marinara sauce, by the way, really good. You can tell it's like crushed tomatoes. You can taste the oregano. There's acidity there because of the tomato, but it's also a lot of sweetness, and it balances it out really, really well, where it actually really complements the garlic bread and the mozzarella plank. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just one more little bite and then my wife's gonna try it. All right guys, awesome. Now we have the 3 different slices that we ended up getting. We gotta take a look at this. So I'm trying to remember which one. I believe this one's veggie because I wanted a vegetarian option for anybody that's coming to visit and like they eat. Like, for example, my wife's friends and family that came to visit us, I was mentioning last week, 2 of the people out of the 5 are vegetarian. So we had to look for vegetarian options. So I wanted to make sure I start focusing every now and then on some vegetarian options when we go to places, and also vegan options if they have them when we go to places, so we can review both. With that said, we have 3 pizzas here. We have a veggie pizza, we have the alla vodka pizza, and then we have the Bianca pizza, which is a special, John's Bianca, which is a special pizza that they have here. Let me go ahead and show you. So as I mentioned, 3 slices. You have here, this one is the veggie pizza. It looks like it has mozzarella cheese. It has black olives, onions, mushrooms, and green pepper, and some tomatoes. The Bianca pizza, or it could be alla vodka. Oh, man, I don't know if I'm getting them mixed up and I don't have the menu in front of me. But this one looks like it has some ricotta cheese, it has regular cheese, it has white sauce, or I don't even know if it has sauce, and it has a crusted Parmesan cheese on top as well. And here you have this one that has basil on top of it. With Parmesan cheese, you have the mozzarella under. I believe they have like a special marinara sauce in the inside, or pizza sauce really. So let's go ahead and try these babies out. All right guys, so we're gonna try this one first. Wow, it tastes really good. That's really good. The crust is really, really thin. It almost has that crisp bite down when you get bite into it. Oh man, one thing I noticed when I was in New York was they usually have the pizza kind of sitting out and they stick it in the oven and it just comes out almost like it's brand new and almost freshly made. But because they do that, the bottom layer tends to get really crusty. So you bite down into that crunch, that char taste. Then you have the delicious sauce like this one. You have that delicious cheese. The Parmesan cheese crust that's on there kind of adds the saltiness. And then the creaminess of it. I don't know what type of cheese that is. I'm actually gonna go get the menu. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I was getting them mixed up. This is alla vodka. This is the Bianca pizza. And it basically, thank you, babe. It has a bunch of different cheeses. I don't remember. I'm actually gonna cheat. The menu's right here. This one's really good. I can't stop eating it. It's blowing my mind. It has mozzarella, sharp provolone, ricotta cheese, pecorino romano. So it wasn't Parmesan, it's pecorino romano that's on top. Chopped garlic, and it is really, really good. And that, I don't know if you guys can hear it on the mic. There's a new mic, so I don't know if it's as good as the other one when it was working. But it's so crispy, listen. Enough, we're gonna try the alla vodka because this is one of the pizza that most people recommended when they recommended this place. So let's go ahead and try this one out. This one's very similar to this one, believe it or not, with the exception that it looks like it has very little tiny bit of tomato sauce. It does have fresh basil. It's a little overwhelming, in my opinion, but the freshness, because there's so much of it, is there. The crust, same thing. It's nice and charred and crispy when you bite down into it. In my opinion, it seems a little dry. I kind of wish it had a little bit more sauce. But with that said, the flavor of that sauce is really good. And I think they have like an alla vodka salad, and it makes me curious to want to try it because I feel like it would go together really well in a salad. All right, last but not least, we're gonna be trying this veggies pizza. Let's try this baby out. It almost holds itself, almost. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, the flavor of this one, really rich. You get the black olives, you get the mushroom, you get the crispy, like, it's almost like a pop of freshness because of the onions. And you also get that pop from the green peppers, and it just kind of all comes together really nicely in your mouth. Unfortunately, this one already cooled down. They brought all of them super hot. Unfortunately, because they brought them out all at the same time, and this is my fault because that's how I asked them to bring them out. That way my wife can eat while I'm talking. Regardless, so even though they did cool down, they taste amazing. The bread and the crust on the bottom is pretty good. The slices, in all honesty, are not as cheap as the ones in New York. But then again, I haven't been in New York in like 6 years around there. I think it was back in 2017 when I went to visit. So I know inflation's gone up a lot, so I don't know. But you're looking at a regular cheese slice is $4, and then it goes up from there to maybe like $7. Like, for example, the veggie pizza is one of the most expensive slices that they have. But I mean, guys, I'm gonna get the phone. You guys gotta take a look. I mean, I've shown you before, but you gotta take a look at how much veggies they put on this. Like, if you take a look, they do not skimp out. I mean, like I said, you can see the tomatoes, the black olives, the mushrooms, the tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, the onions. Pretty sure I repeated some of those in there. But it's like, you get this delicious thin crust, and then the bottom is just nice and charred. Look at this. You can kind of see that? It is delicious. Would I come back? 100%. One last thing I want you guys to consider, it is about 9 p.m. now that we sat down, we ordered, and we're eating, and they close in less than an hour. So that is another thing to keep in mind. We came in like really late in the day. I mean, usually when people come, it's like their busiest times are anywhere between 12 to like 5 o'clock. So of course, lunchtime and dinner time. So that's another caveat to keep in mind. With that said, this is all that's left from the mozzarella plank. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Yeah, it's really, really good. The mozzarella plank just blew my mind because it's like they do it so well. Sometimes when you make something that big and you pick it up, it breaks apart. So they kind of made it that perfect size so it stays together really well. Like, it took a little bit of effort for me to pull it apart, and it's just delicious. And you guys saw that it was completely melted. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I was gonna order more slices, but I think we're good for now because it's a lot of food. But yeah, anyways, I'm still recovering, so I don't have that much room in my stomach to kind of indulge. So with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are, I believe at the time of recording this, at 860 subscribers. I really appreciate it to every single one of you. We're really getting close to that 1,000. As I mentioned to you guys, we have a special coming up when we hit 1,000. And what I'll do is once we get to 950, I'll do the announcement of what the video is going to be. So it encourages you guys even more to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and notification bell so you don't miss any restaurants or videos. As always, if you guys have any recommendations or any places that you think I should go and visit, that way you guys can take a look and see if the food's good or not, definitely put them down in the comment section down below. But thank you so much. Hopefully I keep recovering and I'm back to 100% next week. I'll see you guys next Sunday, but until then, let's just keep on eating.